Today we are trying Nitro Pepsi Vanilla Draft Cola. Big name, very fancy. So let's get into this. I've been looking for a regular can of Pepsi Vanilla since the dawn of time, and I just haven't been able to find it. So I am resorting to reviewing this once again. Now, yes, I have reviewed this and the original Nitro Pepsi as well. Nitro Pepsi by itself in the blue can, not this tan can, is it's all right. Kind of has a funky taste to it. It's decent, but I remember vaguely that I liked the vanilla a whole lot more. So, yeah, I reviewed these when they first came out. When was that? March 28th, 2022. And since then, I really haven't drank them again. It's not because I don't like them, it's just because I'm not that much of a soda drinker in the first place. And when I do want to reach for something, I mean, a Nitro Pepsi, which is more costlier, I'm not going to reach for that. I'm going to reach for just like a very ice cold Pepsi Wild Cherry instead of this. When these first released, there was a pre-sale on Walmart.com where you could buy cases of these. You get 12 of them in a case. Half would be regular Pepsi, half would be vanilla. And I've just had these two cases sitting in the vault, so to speak, and I'm like, I just have these sodas sitting here and I want to try this again and just see how great it tastes 2 years later after still being in the can. The can here, it feels like it's about to burst, and I'm gonna open this up. Hopefully it doesn't splatter all over the place, and we'll see what happens. So if you guys don't know what Nitro Pepsi is, well, it's like Pepsi that's infused with nitrogen. So it's supposed to have a foamy, frothy kind of texture, very smooth, very creamy. And at the bottom of every can, there is this little widget. And when you pop this thing open, you have to pour it into a glass really quick right away to see the nitro effects happen within the drink. So, yeah, you'll see right here, smooth, creamy, easy to drink. To chill the can, then pour hard, then admire and enjoy. And yeah, so as you could see here, this has the old Pepsi logo on there. They have since then changed the logos on the Nitro Pepsi to the new old school style looking Pepsi logo. Kind of confusing, but anyways, yeah. Now with all that being said, these are getting harder to find, but they're not discontinued. I remember my local Target always keeping them on stock, but they have since then discontinued them from being stocked. But that doesn't mean these are gone. I'm still able to find these at grocery stores, hit and miss here and there. So, but yeah. So the big question people are wondering, I don't see them anymore. Are they gone forever? No, you just have to look a little harder and you'll find these still. So anyways, let's do what we're supposed to do with this thing here. Get my glass ready. Make sure that's in the shot. All right. So there you go. It looks like a Guinness, eh, bruv? This is the closest thing I'm going to get to a vanilla Pepsi. And I'm not going to order a vanilla Pepsi off eBay for 30 bucks, that's for sure. So this is the closest thing. Nitro Pepsi Vanilla. Here we go once again. Ooh. That is good. Oh, I love that froth. It is so smooth. Because, you know, sometimes, like, the froth isn't as thick. And it's just kind of foamy more than frothy. This is a very, very thick froth. And it's actually flavorful. Now, the cola kind of has a bite to it. It's not as sweet as you would have your regular old standard Pepsi or what have you. So keep that in mind. But the texture is very smooth and creamy, like they do describe. You know, I am kind of amazed. Like these little things at the bottom still work. I may want to cut this one open. I'll show you exactly what it looks like here. Well, before we cut this can open, I show you exactly what this widget inside looks like. What could I say about Nitro Pepsi Vanilla? Well, it's not like regular Pepsi Vanilla, not by a long shot, but it is a good substitute for when you can't find Pepsi Vanilla around. And I wish, you know, in a weird way, that they could make the entire can just that froth. Because I think I'd much rather just slop up the froth more than the actual drink itself, the cola. The taste of the actual soda itself isn't bad, but it does kind of have that bite of like, oh, we're trying to be home style, mom and pop kind of soda microbrewers type deal taste. You know, it's kind of like, yeah, we get it. You pay a premium for it, so it's gonna taste a little funky. And oh, they got all natural ingredients, so it's organic. It's gluten free, or you know, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it's like when you go to those more hokey mom and pop like cafes and whatever, and it's like, oh yeah, it's $8 for a cup of coffee, and the coffee is just kind of the most blandest crap that you've ever tasted. Have you ever had that? I don't know. I've had those experiences. It's like you're better off going to Scooters instead. Scooters. But anyways, I'm kind of comparing it to that. It's like, yeah, it's good, but it definitely is for the people that are wanting to try something a little different off the beaten path, and it's not going to be as sugary sweet and I don't know, enjoyable, or it's going to throw you off for a little bit, and it's going to leave a little bit of a syrupy aftertaste in your mouth, like I am getting now, and it's not as vanilla-y as a Pepsi Vanilla is. So that's kind of the downside of this. But I do have to say, for the texture and everything, it being very creamy, smooth, the froth is very thick and flavorful. It's definitely good. It's amazing for that. It's just the actual cola itself is kind of meh. But all that being said, I think I would rate Nitro Pepsi Vanilla now in 2024. I think in 2022 I was really blown away. Like I really liked it. But having it settled in now a couple years, I'd still give this about a 7.5 out of 10. I think I would give a regular Pepsi Vanilla a 10 out of 10. I think that would be my expectations. But this is a good substitute. It's, yeah, all right. You got the second girl at the party that you wanted to be with, not the first choice. You got the second one. And, all right, I guess I'm happy with you. Anyways, Nitro Pepsi gets a 7.5 out of 10. Now let's cut this can open. So if you ever wondered what's inside a Nitro Pepsi can, boop, there you go. In the bottom, you have this little plastic thing that makes all the magic happen. Pretty cool. Sweet. All right. Well, there you guys go. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. Have you tried Pepsi Nitro? Let me know in the comments below. What did you guys think? It's decent, but it's nothing that I would be upset about if they discontinued it. I'd just be like, well, it had a good run, couple of years, But, yeah, what'd you think? Anyways, That's it. Take care. I'm DJ Glowing Ice, wanting to remind you that it is okay to cheat every once in a while. All right. Peace out. Whoop.